Hey everybody, it's Inajah Saray, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my wisdom teeth removal surgery and my 2-week update. So I hope you enjoy. It began around mid-summer, probably end of July, early August is when I started feeling the pain. It was bad, you guys. Like, it started like right here, like the bottom right jaw. And then the front molars, like right in front of the wisdom teeth that were coming in, were inflamed. It started affecting my food. Like, I had to start avoiding certain foods, like anything crunchy, anything rubbery or thick, anything pretty much that you would use your molars to grind, which is almost everything. Like, it was bad. I had to start avoiding like my favorite foods. I was so upset, you know, it's summertime. Like, I just want to enjoy like the last month that we have before the year starts. The teeth came in about a month later is when I started noticing them breaking through the gums. That was the absolute worst. Like, chewing gum, obviously, you know, I had to be in that in the beginning because you're chewing over and over again. It was just irritating everything, but it was just getting worse. I would, you know, chew on the left side if the right side started to hurt. I would chew on the right side if the left side started to hurt. Like, it was like, after a while I didn't know what to do. So we finally made an appointment with the oral surgeon. It was the morning of election day. We got up, I went voting, came back, got dressed, went to surgery. My friend came with me. You know, you have to have somebody with you, obviously, to drive you home after from the anesthesia. We got to the office. I really wasn't that nervous, to be quite honest. A lot of people warned me about the effects, like, before. You know, I Google like everything. If you know me, I Google literally anything. So I was Googling like tutorials and what should I expect, and a lot of people were like, you're gonna be in pain, the swelling, blah blah blah, but I really wasn't nervous at all. I didn't like think about it probably till about 2 days before the surgery. Okay, call me crazy, but the only thing that set in and I actually got nervous about was after, which is really weird. But I mean, we've all seen like videos go viral online. Like, for example, I know you guys have seen like the girl in the wheelchair after she got her wisdom teeth removed. I did not want to be that person, like start saying all kinds of crazy things. You don't know that you're saying them. Your mind is like in control. You're not in control of your mind, like, if that makes sense. But yeah, we got to the office. I checked in, signed the papers, all that, and then got into the chair. It was really weird because they hooked up so many cords to me. Like, obviously, you know, the IV on my forearm, it was on my left forearm, and then 2 on my ankle, 1 on my heart, like on my chest, and 1 on my finger. So the doctor came in and he asked if I had any questions or if I was nervous or anything, and I was like, no, pretty much just isn't gonna knock me out cold like anesthesia. I was surprised that I wasn't in a hospital. That was the only thing that was like really worrying me. I do remember waking up twice. The first time it was just like eyes open and closed, but the second time I remember like trying to talk, and they had this this thing where like that holds your lips open, and I was trying to talk and tell them like I needed to spit because I felt like I was choking. They were like, no, just relax. They have like the suction tool to get like the saliva and everything, but that was pretty much it. I woke up, the nurse showed me my teeth. Now, I know that they're usually breaking up into 4s or at least in half. They took my teeth out whole. Like, they were like this big. Like, no, I'm not even kidding. Like, they were like this big. It was the weirdest thing. After that, everything wore off, so I wasn't worried about, you know, me going crazy or like going on a rampage or saying things that I don't normally say or not recognizing like anybody that I know. The nurse and my friend walked me to the car. I thought I was gonna be in a wheelchair. I was disappointed. I wanted to be in a wheelchair because I'm just extra like that. We get to the car. I'm knocked out. The swelling didn't kick in probably till about a half hour later. My friend said that when they got in the car, my face just like blew up. Like, I don't know, I was asleep, but I did see it when I got home. It was bad. And some of my friends that I spoke to that day, they were like, oh, send me a picture, show me like how you're doing. Absolute setup. I will never ever do that, you guys. That's the most like top blackmail you could ever do to someone. I will never walk into that. Absolutely not. The eating, it was so hard. Like, my mouth could only open about this much, and the stitches were like, had my jaw like shut tight. It was like, it was so hard. Like, the spoon could barely even fit in like between my front teeth. I had yogurt as my first meal. I was so hungry. The night before, I completely indulged. Like, I indulged in like this large chicken burrito before midnight, of course. Yogurt, oatmeal, and grits were all I really ate within the first week or so. And then probably towards the end of the first week is when I started eating salmon. My grandmother made it for me just to give me some type of texture and like thicken up my stomach a little bit because of the medicine. The first day of the medicine, my body had to get used to it. I threw it up. I was like sitting in bed. I'm like, Mom, I gotta throw up. I'm like leaning over my trash can. My mom's like, the bathroom's next door. I'm sitting on the edge of the tub, and my friend is like, just go in your room, relax, it's just all mental. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I got this. I got this. Soon as I stood up, you guys, it came out in the toilet. I felt so bad for my friend because some of it got on their face. I didn't know though. I was in so much pain, and the worst part was that, you know, when you are throwing up, your body's like jerking and you don't really have control over it. So it forced my mouth to open wider than it could. That was the worst. Like, I bled so much. Like, I ripped like so much stuff in the back. After all that, the first week was fine. And then just when I thought I was off the hook, because they say, you know, 2 weeks is when you should be good, but just when I thought I was off the hook, my doctor gave me like a flusher, and I was like using it to flush out like any foods that were in places they weren't supposed to be. And apparently I washed away some of the blood clot, my doctor said. I do remember the doctor telling me about dry socket. If you've gotten your wisdom teeth taken out and you went through this and you survived, like, all hands to you, because I could not deal. I didn't get like 3 nights of sleep in. I had ice and pantyhose wrapped around my face. I'm pretty sure we are all familiar with that process. It went from like the pain over here to my ear to everything. Like, it was unbearable. I would not wish that upon anybody to go through, like, at all. So he put the dressing in, and he said it would kick in about 20 minutes. I was okay for about the next 3 or 4 days. And then after that, I had to go in a second time for him to change the dressing, put the dressing back in, like new dressing. That lasted for about 3 or 4 days. And then after that, I was good. This side, however, is behind the rest of them. The holes on the rest of them are probably about 95% closed. This one is about 80% closed. It's 2 weeks. Only thing now is probably some soreness every now and then, but not enough where I need to take medicine, put ice on my face. The swollen is 100% gone. I wouldn't be on camera if it wasn't, believe me. But yeah, so that was my wisdom tooth removal surgery experience. It wasn't easy, on top of also being dramatic, but I got through it. I didn't think that I would. I hope you guys found value in this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That would help me out so much. And if you've had any experiences similar to mine's, or experiences that I've never heard of, write it down in the comments below. And of course, make sure you click that subscribe button. I will see you guys next week for Vlog Mondays. Bye, guys.